The Mask creator teases female-led reboot may be in the works. In the age of reboots, remakes, decades-later sequels, and franchises, rumblings or whisperings about tend to set the internet ablaze and elicit an opinion from just about everyone. And those opinions, the former has been in full swing with the announcement of Halle Bailey being cast as beloved Disney princess Ariel in media giant's upcoming live-action remake and adaptation of The Little Mermaid. And the latter may not. I'd like to see a really good physical comedian in the role. I have one in mind. While the franchise, made famous by Jim Carrey's 1994 critically acclaimed Turn, hasn't seen any development since its failed Son of the Mask sequel in 2005, which starred Jamie Kennedy in Carrey's stead, Richardson still thinks there is still much of character Stanley Ipkiss story that could be adapted for the silver screen. While Carrey's Turn, gallery 34 actors who have played the same superhero in different movies insider. I'd like it to be another character film about a person dealing with absolute power, he added. The whole theme of with this line of thinking, it's very possible that a female actress would be able to put a fresh spin on this absolute power concept, considering the current political climate of this country and what a casting like that would do to address what happens specifically when someone who is marginalized has absolute power bestowed on them, and if said marginalization makes them more likely to use this power for good or the opposite. Of course, it remains to be seen what actress Richardson would cast in the role and if we'll actually be seeing a new adaptation of The Mask at all. Considering the fact MSN are empowering women in sport this summer. Find out more about
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.